Hey, what is going on, Libras? Butch here. I am going to do your one week read. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. With all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what message do we have for Libras? All right, Libras. So the first thing I have, Libras, I feel like you have a connection with this person already. I feel like this is someone that you're already involved with. Now with this person, I feel like you're not getting, this person isn't giving to you as much as they used to. Or they're not giving as much as you thought they should be at this point. Feeling like they're not putting in the work with that Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Almost like they got you and then that was enough. Because I feel this energy, like this person chased you. In the beginning, I feel like this person was really into you, and I feel like they really, they upped their game. I feel like it wasn't easy, but I feel like it's almost like they talked you into it. I feel like they dated the shit out of you. They took you out, they spoiled you. But I feel like once they got you, I feel like they've been slipping away lately. Not putting in the work anymore. That's exactly what I feel like. It's almost like they put in all this work to get you, but now that they got you, it feels like they're not thinking about you anymore. It's almost like they got what they wanted, and they stopped putting in the work. I'm getting this impression that you saw a lot of potential in this person, and I feel like you finally gave in. I feel like they really worked you to get you. I feel like you weren't sure in the beginning. I feel like you were a little bit hesitant. But they put in some work. But now it's like you're not seeing the potential anymore. Like you're not seeing what you saw in the beginning with this person. And it's, I feel like it's frustrating the shit out of you. I feel like you're in your head. You're thinking like, what the hell? Like, you convinced me, you talked me into this shit. And now all of a sudden, I'm feeling like a burden. With that Devil card, I feel like this person is, honestly, I'm feeling like this person is not really putting in the effort anymore. And I feel like that's what you're feeling too. And I feel like it's confusing as shit because of the work they put in. The work they put in to get you is like, why all of a sudden am I feeling like you're pulling away from me? I feel these huge changes coming, and and that bond that you had, the bond that you felt with this person because of all the work they were doing, I feel like that seems like it's fading away. We got to these big changes, and they're not good changes. You know, I mean, I feel like they got you feeling like they just tricked you, like the trickster. You know, they convinced you of something. They worked you. You know, it's like that salesman. They're always on you until you buy something. And once you buy something, that shit breaks down and you try to get a hold of them. You can't get them on the phone. You can't get a hold of them. You know, when they're selling you something, they're in your ear all the time. But once you buy it, I mean, I mean, this person isn't putting in any work at all. Now, what I see with this person, I mean, it's gonna surprise you a little bit. I feel like maybe a lot. But I mean, I feel like this person still cares about you. I feel like this person has feelings for you, and strong feelings. You know, I feel like they feel this deep connection with you. I just feel like they got to work on their nurturing game. I mean, we also have the King of Pentacles, so I feel like this person's getting their shit together. I mean, I don't feel like they're walking away. I mean, with this person, I don't see them walking away from this. I don't see that they want to walk away from this. You know, I feel like this person's very concentrated on stability, but stability with you. You know, I mean, we have the four of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. So I mean, I feel like this person's trying to build that foundation for the both of you. I mean, I think they got it twisted a bit. Like I said, I mean, I feel like they put in a lot of work to get you, and once they got you, you know, they don't put in as much effort anymore. But it's not because they don't care about you. I mean, because I do see this person, I mean, they do care. They do have strong feelings for you. I mean, this person wants you as their partner. I mean, they want a commitment with you. I kind of feel like, and I may be off, but I'm really feeling it, so I'm going to say it. It's almost like this person did so much to get you outside of their means. Now they got to catch up. And what I mean by that is, like, they tried to impress you and they tried to, you know, spoil you well beyond their means. And now they kind of backfired on them, because now I feel like they don't even know how to keep up with that. But I feel like they're putting in the work. They're thinking about stability. They're thinking about building the foundation with you. I mean, they want you as their partner. They care about you. But I feel like they feel out of balance. You know, I feel like they sold themselves. Like, this is like someone that takes you out on a $200 date but only makes $150 a day. Or something. You know, that was just a random number that came into my head, but they went above and beyond to impress you. Now it's like they gotta sustain this. I mean, I think they got it twisted. I mean, I feel like they got it twisted. Like they feel like you're with them because of what you did for them, or what they did for you. You know, I don't think that's the thing. I mean, I feel like it was nice to be spoiled a little bit, but I feel like that wasn't what drew you to this person. It was the effort they were putting in. You know, chasing you, making you feel good. You know, the passion. You know, being wanted, being desired. That's what got this going. It wasn't what they were spending. When it comes to finances, like, it wasn't a financial decision. It was how you felt, how they made you feel. I mean, they got it twisted. This is just a huge misunderstanding. Is what I'm getting at. Is, I mean, the general energy is a misunderstanding. I mean, they went big, and now I feel like they're in their head as well. I mean, I feel like they're trying to keep up with that, and I feel like it's stressing the shit out of this person. But the worst part is they can't even tell you about it because then they're afraid that they'll lose you. You know, you wouldn't believe how many times I see this. You know, it's mostly men. You know, some toxic masculinity energy where they feel like they gotta shower you with shit to get your attention, but they misinterpreted what you want to be showered with. You know, women do it too, but men, when I see this, I see it a lot in men. Like they try to impress you, but you can only impress someone with stuff you possess. And that's not just material things. You know, I mean, nothing wrong with trying to impress someone. You know, peacocking, showing off the best of you. There's nothing wrong with that to a point of where it is actually you and not just going above and beyond. Like if you take someone out for $1,000 dinner the first date, you're setting a precedent. You know, you're making that person think that you're in a better place than you are, and that in itself is a lie. And anyone starting a relationship in a lie, that's not a good place to start. That's not a good ground zero. But the distance you feel with this person and the you know, feeling like they're not interested, that's not at all what's happening here. You know, this person is just, they don't know what to do now. You know, it's like take you at $1,000 dinner, you go out with me, you have a great time. You know, I take you out for another big dinner, another big dinner, another big dinner, and all of a sudden I'm broke as shit. But I still want to go out with you, but I can't go from $1,000, lobster and steak dinner to taking you out to McDonald's. That's what they're thinking. You know, they went too big. And just my advice to anybody wanting to impress someone, impress them with who you are. Impress them with honesty. Impress them with integrity. Impress them with being reliable. And impress them with showing emotion. True emotion. You know, take them out for a cheap dinner first. That way, there's nowhere else to go but up. No, don't take them out to a cheap dinner, but take them somewhere you can afford, and somewhere you can afford to, keep going. You know, this is like me and my relationship. We have a date night, a nice dinner date night. We go on dates all the time. You know, we go to get something to eat all the time, just to grab something. But we have once a month we go on a nice dinner. We get dressed up and go out. You know, don't live outside your means to impress someone, because if it's outside your means, you're not going to be able to sustain that. You're not going to be able to be consistent. You know, if they don't like you for who you are, lying from day one isn't going to help that. Be you. Everyone else is taken. With this person, we have Taurus, we have Capricorn, we have some Virgo, we got some Pisces, we got Cancer, and we got some Sagittarius, Aries, and Leo. Like I said, I see this lots. And it's not even a material thing for people. It's, once they find out that, like I said, it's nothing wrong with trying to impress someone. I mean, if you really like someone, you want to put your best foot forward. But put your best foot forward, not someone else's. Don't sell somebody a dream. It's like selling ice cubes. I mean, you can put it in your hands, but it ain't gonna last. If you can only afford to go on a reasonable date, then do that. I never understood that. Why people try to impress people with things that they don't actually have. Because once that person finds out you don't actually have it, if the only reason they're with you because they thought you had it, they're gone. Like, what, you think you're gonna take somebody out, treat them real nice, take them out to a real nice dinner, and then never do that again, and they're not gonna notice? If you don't have a lot of money and you like someone, take them out on a thoughtful date. Plan it out. Picnic in the park. Just off the top of my head. Nice picnic on the beach. Take them for a walk. Go get an ice cream. Someone that likes you for you is what you want in life, not someone that likes you for what you can give them. Like I remember me and a friend of mine were talking years ago, and this before I was in a relationship, and I said, we watched this show, and I remember it was about this guy that he was rich, but he never told anybody because he didn't want anybody judging him for his money, and he didn't want to meet some woman and fall in love and find out that she only with him for money, so he pretended like he was broke. And I'm like, see, that in itself too, I mean, that's kind of shady as well. I think if I was filthy rich, I'd take you on a reasonable date. I mean, it'd be a little bit thoughtful and throw it out there and just have a good time. But I mean, showing off is not something I was ever comfortable with. I want something that I can keep doing. If you really care about someone, there shouldn't be any reason why you can't come up with a thoughtful date that has so much more meaning than just some expensive fancy dinner that neither one of you probably even enjoyed. I remember we went on a date, me and my partner. We went on this really fancy, I've never been to a fancy restaurant. So me and her got dressed up. She dressed up in a nice, beautiful dress, this little red number. And I mean, it was an experience. Seeing her in that was just, I still see it when I think about it very vividly. I had a suit on, we went to this dinner. And I remember when he ordered this food, and it was expensive. And they come out with this little drizzle and an eighth of a steak and some curled up vegetables. The whole experience was nice, and it's nice to experience once, just to see what it's like. Because I mean, it was good. It was really good. But I could have used about 10 more servings of it. Because I have an appetite, but we were together for a while before that. That wasn't me impressing her. That was just the two of us never been to something fancy. The fancy. We want to be what fancy people eat. I just wanted to always know, And once I did it, I mean, it was expensive as shit. It was the most expensive meal I've ever had. And I wasn't fulfilled whatsoever. We ended up going out afterwards. I remember we went out to this little pizza joint and got a slice of pizza in our fancy clothes. And it was way more gratifying than the fancy meal. And the pizza was like $3 a slice. But that's a memory we'll always have. And it's nice to share that with someone that you're with, but I would never have done that for a first date. Anyway, I ramble. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.